Are you tempted? Have you been tempted to take any performance enhancing drugs?
No, never.
Hey
Have
man,
you?
it's a yeah, I have. Not in the not when Ricky Gerrard popped and I that was the first time I heard that was the first time I heard about SARMs.
Yeah. So you just
So I actually went online with the intention of ordering them, but fucking like whatever the kind that was people were saying he took, like I looked everywhere and they were out of stock, and then 1 week later that was off kind of like my to-do list, so I never got around.
So now, now you're bringing it back up to the forefront of actually trying now.
I just think when I hear
maybe it'll help your
people,
beard.
I would just do it just for the experience, but when I hear people say like. When I hear Matt say on the podcast, I would win it. The goal was to win at any cost. I think, holy shit! Like you've dedicated your entire fucking life to this. I mean, how long have you been messing with CrossFit?
2011. So in 2011, I got into it at the end of October 2010, and then so technically, like my first open was the first year they had it in 2011, and I took 61st, so I missed it by 1. And then in 2012, I fractured my L5, and then 2013 was like my first like full year of being healthy, and then qualified in 13.
Yeah, so at some point you're just like, okay, I'm 11 or 12 years into this. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. But that doesn't involve PEDs.
Not
That's
drugs. Yeah, drugs has never crossed my mind to get to a point of that. I mean, if you can't tell by ever looking at me, I look like I'm a janitor at a high school. So from that side of things, I mean, I'm definitely not looking like it if I was.
I don't know. Maybe you always keep your shirt on to hide those spider veins and shit.
Oh yeah, can't you tell, man?
No, you're the janitor at the high school in the movie, but then halfway through the movie, we found out you have this other life. And it was just phenomenal in some domain.
There's something there. Yeah, I really just keep my shirt on because I don't want to blind people with how pale I am. So.
And it wasn't the janitor on The Simpsons. Wasn't that old guy just yoked as shit? Like he takes off his shirt and he's just obviously abusing. Does anyone do you think anyone you train with uses them?
No, at least not to my knowledge of not knowing. I mean, I don't personally know anybody that is on anything or at least been vocal enough to say, hey, I'm on something. I've heard of people after they've gotten out of their career admit that they were on stuff, but nobody during the, like, right now, like, I have no clue. No one has said anything to me.
Yeah, in all the years that I was involved, I never heard anyone ever talk about doing them or never
Sevan, why are you so quiet?
And am I quiet? I think it's your headphones because I'm registering good on the podcast. Can you hear me okay, Travis?
Yeah.
Well, that's all that matters. Yeah, I never saw or heard anyone either. And I'm trying to think of anyone prominent. The only two person I ever know who popped was Ricky.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's, of course, like the main one that everybody knows about, just based off how everything kind of went down with that situation. But I mean, I don't know anybody personally or anybody that has mentioned anything, at least been vocal about it while they're in their career. I've heard of people when they got out, they were like, "Yeah, I was on something," but.
Do you get drug tested? Have you ever had one of those surprise drug tests?
Yeah, I think it was a week and a half ago, and then at the end of the Mid-Atlantic, I was just tested again.
Which was like 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I got home. We drove home this morning at like 9 o'clock, so I got in at like 1. But yeah, we were tested last night, pretty much at this time. I was tested.
24
hours. I would
hours.
never test you. If I was in charge, I would never test you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I
almost wish they would do
a waste.
It's
waste
easier,
of a test.
It takes me forever because I literally empty the tank before I'm done or before I go onto the floor for the final workout, and then I knew immediately when we were done we were going to be drug tested. And then I was like, wow, this is going to take forever. So then it takes me an hour and something before I got to pee again because I got nothing in my system. We got to be able to do it beforehand.
I've never worked out so hard that I couldn't pee. I think I could pee on demand. Like I could
Really?
pee, and then you could be like, Sevan, pee again, and I could just pee again.
No,
I'm totally with Travis on this one. And then you the last event, you leave everything there. You've sweat the rest of it out anyway. I think they should.
Yeah,
They should
I'm trying to be as light as I can, going onto the floor.
Yeah.
You what